Ukrainians, men and women. In the life of every nation, there comes a moment when everyone needs to talk honestly, calmly, without speculation, rumors, gossip, or anything unnecessary. Just as things are, just as I always try to speak with you. Right now is one of the most difficult moments in our history. Right now, the pressure on Ukraine is among the greatest we've ever faced. Now Ukraine may be facing a very difficult choice, either the loss of dignity or the risk of losing a key partner. Either a complicated set of 28 points or an extremely harsh winter, the hardest one yet, and further risks. A life without freedom, without dignity, without justice. And for us to trust someone who has already attacked us twice. They will be expecting an answer from us. Although, in fact, I already gave that answer on May 20th, 2019, when, swearing allegiance to Ukraine, I specifically said, I, Volodymyr Zelensky, elected by the will of the people as President of Ukraine, pledge with all my actions to defend the sovereignty and independence of Ukraine, to uphold the rights and freedoms of citizens, to abide by the Constitution and laws of Ukraine, to fulfill my duties in the interests of all compatriots, and to raise the authority of Ukraine in the world. For me, this is not just a protocol formality, not just a box to check. This is an oath. And every day I remain faithful to every word of it. I will never betray it. The national Ukrainian interest must be taken into account. We do not make loud statements. We will calmly work with America and all our partners. There will be a constructive search for solutions with our main partner. I will present arguments, I will persuade, I will offer alternatives, but we will definitely not give the enemy any reason to say that Ukraine does not want peace, that Ukraine is disrupting the process, or that Ukraine is not ready for diplomacy. That will not happen. Ukraine will work quickly. Today, on Saturday and Sunday, all of next week, and for as long as it takes. 24/7, I will fight to ensure that at least 2 points are not omitted from the plan. This is the dignity and freedom of Ukrainians, because everything else is based on this. Our sovereignty, our independence, our land, our people, and the Ukrainian future. We will and must do everything so that in the end the war ends, but not Ukraine, not Europe, and not global peace. I have just spoken with Europeans. We are counting on our European friends, who clearly understand that Russia is not somewhere far away, that it is right next to the EU borders, and that Ukraine is now the only shield separating comfortable European life from Putin's plans. We remember Europe was with us. We believe Europe will be with us. Ukraine must not experience a déjà vu of February 24th, when it felt like we were alone, when no one could stop Russia except for our heroic people, who stood as a wall against Putin's army. And of course, it was very pleasant for us when the world said, Ukrainians, they are incredible. My God, what Ukrainians they are, how they fight, how Ukrainians resist, what titans they are. And that's true, absolutely. But Europe and the whole world must also understand another truth, that Ukrainians are, above all, people. And for almost 4 years of the full-scale invasion, we have been holding back one of the largest armies in the world. And we are holding a front line that stretches for several thousand kilometers. And our people endure shelling, missile attacks, ballistic strikes, and Shahed drone attacks every night. And our people lose someone close to them every day. And our people very, very much want this war to end. Of course, we are made of steel, but even the most resilient and strongest metal can break. Don't forget this. Stand with Ukraine. Stand with our people, and therefore stand with dignity and freedom. Dear Ukrainians, remember that very first day of the war, the day when everything truly changed. Most of us made a choice in favor of Ukraine. Remember how we felt then. What was it like? It was dark, loud, hard, painful for many, frightening. But the enemy did not see our backs as we were running away. They saw our eyes, full of readiness to fight for what is ours. That is dignity, that is freedom. And in fact, the scariest thing for Russia is to see the unity of Ukrainians. Back then, our unity was aimed at protecting our home from the enemy. And now we need unity just as much as ever, so that there can be a worthy peace in our home. I'm now addressing all Ukrainians. Our people, citizens, politicians, everyone need to pull themselves together, come to their senses, and stop the infighting. Stop the political games. The state must function. The parliament of a country at war must work in unity. The government of a country at war must work effectively. And all of us together, must not forget or confuse who exactly is Ukraine's enemy today. I remember how, on the first day of the war, various messengers brought me different plans, points, and ultimatums regarding how to end the war. They said, either this way or not at all. Either you sign this, or you will simply be eliminated. And then the acting president of Ukraine will sign it instead of you. How that ended is well known. Many of these messengers became part of the exchange fund and, along with their proposals and points, were sent home to their native harbor. I did not betray Ukraine then. I truly felt the support of each and every one of you behind me. Every Ukrainian man and woman, every soldier, every volunteer, every medic, diplomat, journalist, all of our people. We did not betray Ukraine then, and we will not do so now. And I know for certain that in this truly one of the most difficult moments in our history, I am not alone, that Ukrainians believe in their state, that we are united. And in all formats of future meetings, discussions, and negotiations with our partners, it will be much, much easier for me to achieve a just peace for us and to persuade them, knowing 100% that the people of Ukraine are behind me. Millions of our people who have dignity, who are fighting for freedom, and who have earned peace. All our fallen heroes who gave their lives for Ukraine, who are now in heaven and deserve to see the world, and to know that their children and grandchildren will live in a just peace. And this peace will be worthy, effective, and lasting. Dear Ukrainians, the coming week will be very challenging, full of events. You are a mature, intelligent, and conscious people who have proven this more than once, and who understand that during this time there will be a lot of pressure, political, informational, and of all kinds, to weaken us, to divide us. The enemy does not sleep and will do everything possible to make absolutely sure that we do not succeed. We have no right to let them do this. And we will succeed because those who seek to destroy us do not know us well. They do not understand who we really are, what we stand for, what we are about, what kind of people we are. It is not for nothing that we celebrate the Day of Dignity and Freedom as a national holiday. This speaks to who we are, what our values are. We will work on the diplomatic front for the sake of our peace. We must work together within Ukraine for the sake of our peace, for our dignity, for our freedom. And I believe and I know that I am not alone. With me are our people, our society, our warriors, our partners, our allies. All our people are dignified, free, and united. Happy Day of Dignity and Freedom. Glory to Ukraine.